Alright, we're back with another one. We're doing a little Disco Elysium. I just kind of felt like coming back to this. Last time we'd got some progress, and I just kind of wanted to keep on rolling, honestly. So, we're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna actually have chat up for once, so if anybody stops by, I'll know. We'll see what happens today. Hopefully, it's not 2 hours of nothing. But I got lots of time, and I don't know, maybe after 2 hours of this, I'll do some Dead Space. We'll see how it's going, what I'm up to, and how much time I got to get to the gym today. So, let's get to it. White checks. Choice. Something I've been wondering. Fuck it.
Shelves filled to... Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title, a worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere.
Yeah.
Then this is the book for you.
Dark stuff.
Shelves full of biographies. Browsing through all suddenly. High speed. Next.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to rush.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Let's check the map again to see if that disappeared now. Seems like it did. We're already here. We might as well make sure we
A
check.
small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken. This bookstore is not strictly about crime.
I don't know. I feel like
Shelves
this book
Of
specifically
course.
could be useful.
Such violence in America. Oh, crime, Rob. You're a...
Note, crime fiction. These books, what's not a shelves filled to the... In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen. The cover features a pastiche of difference. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an...
Are you really reading that, detective? That's probably for the best. Those books aren't exactly famed for their title.
It's much more about the dark.
It's funny. So.
There, she's still cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There, you kneel among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. The world is silent.
We're dead.
The woman looks. She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. As that useless word passes through your mind, your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still, despite the damage you've done to yourself. The title appears lodged. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. But she was not hell. She is. There you stand, below her once more, with your hands on your. The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack. That's.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church. It's a minor landmark.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago, where
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. We should be respectful here, although the building appears
respectful. Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism?
Okay, there we go.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin. It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Oh, hey, Way, there's coffee in the back.
Coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Un cangrejo? Never thought of myself as a crab. More like a fling.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those cars.
Sure am. Whittling, now I use those same hands in service of something.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it. It don't bother me none. Crap no worse than a man. If you think about it. Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glory.
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you. Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie, Mexican origin. The pin is an...
The little silvery knob holding the tie together. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course. There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
One cryptid, not a couple. One.
He nods and assumes, ooh, tough choice there.
No, it's the cryptid. Oh, yes. The eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to...
Mutation.
until it was sighted.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and the world's largest camp alone in the blasted desert heat. He was lost, without any navigation equipment and desperately low on water. Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass.
Eat the bird. Uva. It's the only way to survive.
Yes, a bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Platzenkult, the professor, climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked.
Watch out.
Then, the teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes. 4. The bird was controlling his mind. It kept him from approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward... Yes, wait, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been...
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does...
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Sadly, yes. But there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8...
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's...
Very.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what... Of course, dear.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
This game's silly as fuck, man.
The bed is still cold from the brim.
Not time yet, I guess. Thought it would be by now.
An old callbox. East Delta Commerce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Of course. Of course. How else can I help? What would you like to know? Good. What we...
There was a touch of discomfort. She nods.
Still confused on why it wants me at Joy's.
The payphone hangs mute. You're back before the cargo container.
For not much going on.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every...
He was testing you.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hat. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor. Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the... Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Alright, sorry, I got a call.
By negotiator.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure...
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment...
Again, that sounds like organized...
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the..." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after...
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow...
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right? Of course, Harry. Stoic silence. I like that. Very befitting a police officer. I'm not a real detective. You are. How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security...
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys...
That does sound quite unlikely. Yeah.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a fire...
Wait, the girl by the whirling, who was keeping an eye on you. Is he talking about her?
Oh, and she also really likes gardening, I hear. In March? Strange. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members. Always working to... Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself.
Interesting. Who's second?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women...
He's betting on them being useless to you.
But of course, it's the least I can do.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he...
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else? Was it a good... I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just...
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martin A's, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martin A's. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry. Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned in either the sea or...
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No.
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martin A's is the most important thing in my life. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martin A's, not just the harbour. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun. Most certainly. By all means, Harry. What's on your mind?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan. There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Mister, I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like... Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I...
take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 You take the legal documents out of the
Where the hell do I go to not be seen by this?
You take the legal documents out of the
So where can I go where this motherfucker won't see me? Bird?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month the youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to...
Didn't work either. That's odd.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The pen is shaking in your hand as you draw a pathetic little line.
This isn't going to work. It doesn't even look like a name. Just a scratch mark. No, it's just a little line. Let's get an actual signature on top of it, and it'll be fine.
I've got nothing to say.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A witness? You ain't got shit. The local...
That's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then.
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the...
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and...
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too. I already told you. We were all there.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brat.
Yeah. It's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets.
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
That means absolutely nothing to me.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now
You don't know.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Capo.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect. Starting from the right, once the sitting on it across, and he spent his and then the emblem on his in the far corner, standard on his neck. Let's call this one size 41. In conclusion, exact.
The fuck is with you, fella? Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
So,
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Right. Now let's...
Some areas are inaccessible.
A dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame.
Another radio computer. Just sitting here.
What he means is that these things cost money. This is the Ream Civic radio computer.
It's your call. You're in charge of this expedition.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play. It's empty like a bee.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Something's missing. Nothing happens. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out these lithe, pointy-eared creatures, translucent Welkins, with organs shining under. You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest. Your eyes glide over 4 seconds. The photo collage depicts barren, icy lands. Entire oceans have been frozen from. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Minimi stands for a. Your eyes glide over. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 This old fireplace is. The whole thing resembles Cadran mosaic tiles. Very pesantic. Radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. Perhaps. The web is. They must have had massive air width. Whoever decides to call in to a. There's no way a little basement studio.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it.
Nothing. It's just lines on.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... Ah, yes. Okay, let's keep...
Shit. There.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. It's dark and grimy here.
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of...
Hello? Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
After you, officer.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange... The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? A gust of freezing cold air rushes. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the...
Good question. I know. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to some kind of a buzzing fridge-like thing nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft...
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say. Somewhere, a machine hums along with...
You yelled at me, I won't do that, but... Oh shit.
An old East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the... A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Are these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt act...
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in...
He likes this find.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolution.
A few bricks have fallen off.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? So what kind of dye are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Very good. My rate is take a look around and...
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural... No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Nothing really.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear any...
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about.
She's heard of the murder, but did not...
But I never saw anyone during that fateful... I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness.
It's light here.
It's really hard to make anything out in the... It's an odd profession.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling in Rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real? Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane, but I'm glad we got this sorted.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
More or less. Are you interested in...
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called...
A bit of experimenting. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Me neither. I just want it off my face. Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually...
What's the snap?
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no... Yeah, don't. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
What have you found? And also, do buy the book. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is...
The narrative she's built herself. It does need. She's squeezing on the pendant too tough. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Too many...
Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything.
Yes, because her business can... I see that you've fallen for her Thank you for nothing.
There was never any other way this...
I am sorry we had to
The greatest innocence. A police badge on which you... The suzerainty box. There's no way to... A pawn shop. A pawn... In your hand, you hold...
Ugh, shit. Figuring this out has been a headache so far.
What a shirt. All other shirts smells like worn cotton.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. I mean, even if the man...
Okay.
You sound skeptical. Besides, I've been to Kotla.
It's for the best, because his theory isn't exactly incoherent.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? You'll just have to buy it then. But it's not like it's expensive. Welcome to Hill. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure thing. Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday. They went their way.
Wait, then it might be true.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Sure, man. Someone else.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Sure, man.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Wow. You see rows of toy soldiers. Typical Martin street lights like this one were part of a renovation effort a few decades back. Sadly, the
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not... Yes, officer.
His manner is casual. The light pole. This would make quite a statement. The boomboxes wait on the
And here you are.
The portal reel is just... You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Then the organ starts playing, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons. So a click, then nothing to do with immediately.
Yippee, oh well.
dented yellow mailbox, but the documents inside the envelopes.
It's not going to be that easy. We need to dirty our hands with this.
Several maps have been. The maps look old and faded. Your eye can. This large map, Ozon, disintegrating into. In the northeast, a dust mite. You can. 850. The ocean break connections. Perhaps they are gods. The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta. To the east, rolling Hudon. It's so small. No, this is.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing? It's an out from when some design studio.
The place does not look like a successful tourist trap.
They didn't get that far. For some.
He tries to play it cool.
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
No locusts?
That's not ideal.
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even.
She's engaging.
Of course.
Yes.
Another trip to the reeds.
I appreciate. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big.
Heartfelt gratitude. Some kind of foul play might.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main.
Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity? Consider the way the entity. You should ask the red-headed boy.
A little hooligan.
Oh, my dear Morel.
Delinquents.
Oh, you've been such a dear.
Well, I see you've got all.
He hasn't been particular.
Really, Gary?
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. Morel, it's been fun.
No.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there.
You're back. Good. Oh. A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my.
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
That's good to hear, Detective.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose.
He means beyond the coming days and weeks, or the grasp of newspaper and radio reports that may trickle to your desk if you ever return to Precinct 41 in the far future.
I wouldn't have taken Everard for a saber rattler.
No, it was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
Or he wants you and me to believe he...
There's always that risk, man. But if I may, he means it.
I'll think it over, Detective.
Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
The company did not send mercenaries. I just hope you don't share Everard's view on things.
Let's keep it that way. She means to add, but then doesn't.
How benevolent.
We cannot discuss the specifics of an ongoing investigation.
That is only fair. Well, I hope it yields something. Otherwise, you'll have opened that door for naught. Anything else? Yes. What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot. Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. Ah, yes. I've been meaning...
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. I should be. In my youth, he's probably dead by... Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. Not overly so. We told ourselves we were... Yes. I'm sad I'll never have...
She is more defensive about...
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand... Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now, what we...
There was a touch of this... She nods.
I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol. Did you? Wonderful.
Quickly, methodically, she's memorizing your bag.
It is a relief to see a double your freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution, or we will have a bloodbath on our hands. Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small...
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page. As grim as it may... I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary... They were dispatched after I...
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince... Absolutely not. These mercenaries...
Who are they?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, they wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted he was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. It's a smokescreen. In secret...
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. Surely you're joking. These people are killers. If you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will...
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect.
These men
Work in tandem using semi and fully, as I said, a bloodbath. It doesn't have to be like this, Lieutenant W. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Not much. Their public resume is they boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz.
Meaning they're used to operate.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Sadly, no. But if you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with court.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell. I have. And they will. However...
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around. The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked...
The lieutenant consults his notebook. His eye...
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. If you mean did I see him alive? Yeah, Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased.
She closes her eyes, trying to...
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to...
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say.
What else? Nationality?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to... They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
I hope I can answer it better. Until the executions start.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this it's a matter of days. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it. Ha ha ha! Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. Little black bub.
Officer.
You can open.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Guess not.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit. Fuck no! Ah, shit! That's right, pig. Shit.
Holy shit.
No, Kuno doesn't give a
So he knows locusts.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is...
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to Lane Prison! Deny everything, Kuno.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his...
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't...
Sure, why not?
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air, like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well. Yes, I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough. I'll let you handle the cure.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. The fuck do you want? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't... Yeah? Kuno took the bugs, so what? It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts.
Stop!
You stop. It's like their fucking night. Locust City, Night City.
There's a tug of war over the net. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching.
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
That's too funny.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like...
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man.
That's
Kuno's
fucking right,
free.
Kuno.
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Don't make yourself
Yo.
into a pig, Kuno! You'll have to...
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. Without a word, she disappears entirely. For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now. You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. I don't give a shit. I don't...
The girl's face appears again, above the fence. She doesn't know whether to be glad because Kuno's finally convinced of the lameness, or more worried because of his continued...
It don't mean anything. It's shit. Kuno just likes to focus. Kuno likes to concentrate on pig. You really shouldn't have fucked with Kuno City. Now it's all fucking lame. The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here.
As you leave, you notice his usual roof.
This kid's funny as fuck though, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Fuck.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. And so it was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie.
She acts chipper, but something's changed.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to...
He has a 38-degree fever. His...
Darling, I told you to take it.
You're right, you're right.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail.
Of course, sweetie. You've helped us so much already. Everyone would understand if you... He's right, dear Morel.
Self-deceit.
You're right, dear.
The slouch in his...
This place is much better for fieldwork in the summer, believe.
Thank you, dear.
You're right, Lena. The RCM is worth their salt. More so than they say on the radio.
What?
Goodbye.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an... Yes, nurses. Why, of course, you don't have to. You can talk about anything you want.
Yes? What is it?
Dude, I'm gonna do this egghead shit. Fuck it.
A pane of Eternite, barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind, the pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk. The young man with...
This is hardcore. It's hardcore! Skibberdy, skip... Back to the heavyweight jam. Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcoreism internally coherent. Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yakokata, the place to be! Yakokata is a hard...
Yakokata, an intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth. Intermittent...
Big close. True, hard, full, hardcore! Hardcore is a mega. Internally coherent. All core! Alright! Yeah!
He furrows his brow as his...
Hardcore! Ah! Is it though? What is it? I mean, really? I am the mic enforcer. I am the... We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally all core.
He furrows his brow as
Hardcore. The question is, what is the question? But there was no question. We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore. Internally. All core.
he furrows his
Hardcore. The question is, what is the question? But there was a question? We're close. True. Hard. Full. Core. It's hardcore. Skibberdees. We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yekokata. The place to be. Yekokata.
Yekokata is an abbreviation from the Gradian term, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe, an agricultural an intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth, intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin.
We're close. True. Hard. Hardcore. Hardcore to internally. All core.
He furrows his
Hardcore. The question is, what is the question? But there was a question? We're close. True. Hard. Full. Core. Hardcore. Hardcore to the internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
He furrows his
Hardcore. Ah. Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
Lungs are for love! When Dolores...
Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the...
Love! In a... No nation, but transnation! No war, but class war!
He's not a communist.
Yeah! With the rope...
Don't be a lunatic.
Yeah!
Unless you were thinking Revershaw imperative right now. And
hardcore superstar! Yeah! There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music isn't something hot. It's like its own.
I think it's super.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto. Like it's not fully formed yet. You
Wow! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? No! This is what? Oh yeah!
But you're not.
I know! So does mine! Uh-huh!
Oh, hey, wait. Coffee in the back. Some.
A policeman. What can our village do for you? Stay? That said, if logic, I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture. No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
A lullaby my mother used to sing. Yes, it does. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the script. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part, the part we... Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Hi, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer? Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all? Why odd? Our things are apart.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Oh yeah? Take it from someone.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Absolutely. Things like what, for example? Where are you? What a nice idea.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
That Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything.
And those members have a vote.
Aye. Why not? Fine. Here you go. I shouldn't have. That's what I asked you. It's a youth centre. Anyhow, you also need...
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic.
Aye, the sea's gonna... Oh? Who? Well, how can I assist you?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing...
Our tenant, the policeman, Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. Lillian's not the only one who's too.
She wanted to see if you would do it, and if she would.
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes, and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes.
In her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple. And there's no... She is headstrong. But there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
I think I'm gonna call it here, honestly. I'm gonna see if I can...
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives you a quick... The murmur in your ears recedes. The bed is still cold. The fan stands still. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized. The lights are off again. The lights... The window stands broken and it's... You see some lights shimmering outside. You see some light... A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the...
Alright, yep, this is where we'll be calling it then. Figured out a little bit, but there's still a lot more to do on this. Might do some Dead Space, we'll see how I'm feeling. Give me a little bit to maybe get a snack in me or whatever. And I might be back. Thanks for hanging out, guys.